Woohoo! 11:11, make a wish. Actually, it was like 11:14 by the time I hit record. It's just what it is. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Good deal. Daisy's doing good. She is. So I guess everybody's starting to figure out where the hidden cosmic low key is, huh? It's just what it is. We're just waking up to it like everyone else. You know, my difficulty level in all this was set to hard, and it's what it is. I do believe that your soul is the best teacher. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And it's just what it is. And I mean, I understand everyone's concern in the collective, make a wish, about all of the mistakes that were made, but that's fine. Mistakes are meant to be made. Thank you for that. Mistakes are meant to be made. And it's fine. I mean, you want to encourage people to make mistakes, especially over this next 8-year cycle. And I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, with all of the obstruction and all that energy, I'm not concerned with any of that. The karmic lessons, that's what I'm concerned with. And it's what it is. I mean, they have an 8-year cycle of having to go through everything that the Earth Angel went through. So it's just what it is. We don't care what the truth is. We don't care who did what. They're going to have to go through it all. And that's fine. That's fine. It's just what it is. And I mean, that's anytime you open up an intuitive healing business, you have to expect these paid actors, these light-triggered demons, you have to expect them to want to get in the way. That's just what they do. However, they'll be going through all of the trials and tribulations to achieve their anointing, just like everyone else. Yes, Daisy, just like everyone else. It's just what it is. You know, I mean, completing the cycle was the most important part. And I mean, let's face it, you know, we dealt with Saint Marta the Dominator. That was a while back. You know, witches casting jinn, cults, secret societies, all those things that you're not supposed to know about that I had to learn about to get past. And it's what it is. I'm pretty sure because God's in charge. God's always in charge. And I do have to agree with these readers that God will be putting them through. We'll be putting all the copycats. We'll be putting them through every rite of passage. Now, that would include probably some near-death experiences, lots of shitty relationships, personal, business, family, and or otherwise. And they'll be getting these spirits that influence them, the same ones that we've had to deal with. It's just what it is. And it's good. It's good for soul growth. It's good for them to come into an understanding. And I mean, come on, how could a rich person possibly know what it's like to be poor unless they're at rock bottom with absolutely nothing? And it's what it is. I mean, I don't want that for anyone, but that's what they wanted for another. So that's what will be happening to them. And it's a good lesson to learn. It teaches them hard work. It teaches them all those things. It teaches them how to get closer to God and depend on the universe. Even though the universe is probably going to be giving them a hard time, I can't do anything about that. I'm not responsible for the universe giving people hard times. I do know that as, you know, God is severely punishing them, I can't do anything. I can't get involved. I can't get in the way of the divine plan. Just like they kept getting in the way of the divine plan, I can't do that. I'm smarter than that. Daisy, it's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. She wants in the screen so bad. It's just weird. She wants to be in the picture, just like everyone else. However, NPCs wanting to be in the fucking stars role is activate your own starlight. I mean, come on, study something about you instead of being so worried about somebody else. Yes, Daisy, we understand. See, that's how they do me. It's just how they do me. It's just what it is. Anyway, we can get through it. It's not that big a deal. Now, this next 8-year cycle, yes, it will be a very, very big deal to those who aren't equipped with spiritual protection to make it through. And I can't do anything about that. Are there still going to be some challenges? Well, not for me, because I'm going to be relaxing. I'm going to just take a break, do the things that I love, maintain those 5-star reviews. Just kind of take it easy. Just kind of take it easy. Because, I mean, that was kind of my path. And was it a spiritual test? Absolutely. Did they fail? 100%. 100%. And I mean, that's the thing that they're starting to understand. Was it, did Pisces know? Well, yes, it's past life energies that follow me every fucking lifetime. The energy affects them in ways they don't understand. They can't figure out what the past life connection is. And it is. We went ahead and conquered all of them this lifetime. That we don't have to deal with it next lifetime. And it's what it is. I can't do anything about all the trials and tribulations that they will have to either pack into an 8-year cycle if they make it, or next lifetime. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. They're all starting to come to the understanding. And yes, I mean, there was a lot of manipulation, a lot of bribes. People are like, oh, well, you know what? I think of the Andrew Dice Clay joke. You know, Mother Goose? Yeah, I fucked her. She needed the money. And it's just what it is. It's karmics manipulating the narrative because that's the only choice they have as fakes, frauds, phonies, and people that have to bribe to keep the truth from coming out. Make a wish. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I don't care. The lessons absolutely care about that. It's just what it is. I mean, what kind of teacher doesn't want people to learn the proper lesson? Simple enough. Quite simple enough. Now, are they going to understand that? Oh, why me? Well, good fucking question. Why you? It's just what it is. It's what it is. Are we going to have some more challenges? Well, yeah, we're on the Dharma path. Now we're creating as we go along. And it's just what it is. And I heard a reader, she said something that was really, really profound. She was like, and it kind of goes along with the boat left at 9:30. It's just what it is. Like, the universe sends you your blessings. It sends you your blessings to Connecticut, and you're in Wisconsin. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Me personally, I'm in receiving mode. My energy. I'll be calling all of my energy back with the flower of life behind me, and my visualization screen is infallible. And it's what it is. We were talking about that tonight in the mediumship group. Really cool stuff. And like I said, anything that I do, you want to keep that on the down low. Don't be commenting or shit anymore. You want to talk to me, call my phone. That's what it is. Is it recorded? Absolutely. Is there death in the card? Sure. But I mean, you're either a complete puss, you're either a complete wimp, or you can make a phone call. It's just what it is. The INFJ, we really don't like phone calls. However, I do. I open that up for the people that I care about, that I give a shit. That way, the people that I don't give a shit, they can't get past the recorded phone call. It's for training purposes. And anyone can understand an owner doing recorded phone calls for training purposes. And it cuts the fucking riffraff that's going to be going through an 8-year cycle of, oh God, we're dipped in sacrifice of the Archangel energy. It does. It just keeps them away. A recorded phone call a day keeps the riffraff away. Simple enough. Simple enough. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. However, yes, whatever energy they were harvesting for 8 years, it was by divine design. It's the blueprint. And I don't know who these people are, but they don't have my consent. And as I call my power back, the last thing that they wanted was me to call my own power back to manifest. And so it is. And I don't ask for shit. I know better. The universe provides me with all I need. Right now, all I need is a bunch of karmics learning karmic lessons. Simple enough. I don't ask for much. I'm pretty simple. Pretty simple guy. It's just what it is. Just give me a simple kind of man. That's what it is. Now, will people think that's cruel and mean? Well, yeah, that's what it is. How can a soul possibly grow? And, I got to thinking with all of that pedo energy around my business, because it is an intuitive healing business. And anytime you're intuitive, what kind of psychic are you if you don't have hitmen, pedos, fucking criminals, organized crime, the mafia, Italy under fucking water, magicians, all that shit? If you don't have that shit in your energy, you're just not a very good intuitive. So, knowing that, and knowing, with great power comes great responsibility, and who doesn't want to grow up to be a superhero? So just what it is. I mean, that's what we're going for. But when you have that energy that, they lost the star seed key to universal life force energy, I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. God punishing them with God's wrath. I can't get in the middle of God's wrath. I can't do that. It's just what it is. I understand how they so wonderfully wanted to jump in the middle of the divine plan only to receive God's wrath in the end. It's just what it is. I'm not getting in the way of God's plan. I'm just not doing it. Simple enough. Simple enough. I know they chose to do that, and now they're getting God's wrath. But no, not me. I'm fucking smarter than that. So as they continue on this next 8-year cycle, it's just what it is. My best advice, whatever they did to end up in that situation, do the opposite of that shit, because you don't want to fucking end up like them. See this conglomeration of shit in my hand, shit people? You don't want to end up the next batch of shit fucking people. You can't have that. Even the dog loves my cooking. And it's what it is. I mean, most people eat that shit out of a fast food drive-thru that you can throw on the ground and ants won't touch it. Neither will the dog. Neither will the dog. And I mean, we've all kind of been there. And then, we make the change. And nobody wants to make the change. And that's fine. I don't give a fuck what change people want to make or don't make. It's just what it is. I want that 8-year lesson, an 8-year karmic cycle. It's just what it is. It's just what it is, and there's nothing I can do about that. And many readers agree. Tell them, Daisy. Tell them. God got us all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. That's to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. Because last year was the year of the dragon. That was attracting all the dragons in with the light so that you could trigger them real good to rack up that karma. It was 2024. That's the 8. That's what comes around goes around. This is the year of the snake. So as the head of the snake gets removed and the body just kind of does this until it stops, that's what it is. Then we can move forward with the new earth. Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything with them attacking earth angels, and then you end up with war angels in the cards. And what that energy looks like, be it the unseen realm, I can't do anything about that. Now, me, I activated my astral sight so that I could deal with the unseen realm. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. And I got pretty good feelers as a clairsentient. It's just what it is. Can I help you? No, see, there's no helping her either. She does her own thing. She's pretty good. She's pretty good about doing her own thing. It's just what it is. You can learn a lot from the dog. I got a shitty story about that. You've probably heard it before. If not, I'll tell it again. I had a friend, and let's face it, the guy was ugly as sin. He wasn't the prettiest individual on the planet, but he had a great personality. He was that guy. He was that guy that had a wonderful personality. Anyway, it wasn't pretty to look at, but he was funny as shit. And he ended up dating a girl who was a cheerleader and and she used it to her advantage while she was young, and that's fine. That's fine. Goes in the club and, leaves and builds a pretty good life. She was the kind of girl that wouldn't have anything to do. She didn't mix business with pleasure, but she made an exception in this guy's. I got to get to know this fool. Anyway, they got married, had a child, never had an argument. He was such a funny guy. They never had an argument. Had a child. Went through an entire pregnancy, never had an argument. I was like, you got to be kidding me. No, it's true. Okay, well, yeah, we'll believe that. Continue on. Tell me more of this story. Comes home from work one day. She worked. He didn't do anything. She got pregnant. He had to get a job. Yeah, he comes home from work one day. She's sitting there with the baby. He comes in with pizza. He wanted to be a nice guy. He's like, I stopped and got some pizza for us. Had got her a puppy for her birthday. I think like 2 of them by that time. Anyway, who knows? He sets the pizza on the table. And he goes, or hands the pizza to her. Yeah, he hands the pizza to her. She sets it on the table. He goes in the back to get out of his work clothes, and she follows him in there. And while he's changing clothes, they're talking and just getting along great. And when they come out of the bedroom, the dogs had got up on the table and ate the pizza. And she's like, oh no. And he's like, honey, you've got to be smarter than the dog. She fucking divorced him instantly. First argument they ever had, he told her she needed to be smarter than the dog that ate the pizza. Stuck with child support, all kinds of fun stuff. And it just told me right then and there. Looks and personality can go a long way together, but if you can't not get along, chances are it ain't going to work. Anyway, thank you, spirits. What it is, we don't always get what we want. We get what we need. And, I just got through telling someone tonight, they like it when I tell them shit. I told him that a Muslim friend, he says, every time I see you, I get a shock. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, you're loved and protected more than you can possibly imagine, my friend. Anyway. All right. When you put want out into the universe, it returns everything you want. You put out need, it returns being needy. Right? If you fucking drop down, ground yourself, and call your energy back as a connection to everything, you already have it all. Nothing is everything. But when you start wanting everything, well, then you basically end up with nothing. It's simple enough. Anyway, so I hear they lost the low-key cosmic starseed energy that they needed to complete their evil plan. And that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Knowing that these past life energies are playing around with, and they don't even understand the connection, but, I kind of did. It's what it is. That's why it was a spiritual test. There you go. And that's what it is. And you've got a lot of that energy of, people coming to this channel. And that's the thing is, I'll tell them, stop coming and harvesting off of my channel. And then they'll block me. And then you can, kind of go over to their channel and then sit there and they're basically repeating everything that I've just said. And that's fine. They don't have a light and they've got tons of karma. And it'll show over the next 8 years. It'll show. The copy machine has a light in it with the original Xerox machine. And you put paper in there. It's just what it is. And the copy machine just kind of spits out copies. And then you take those copies like flyers and you just go advertise on phone poles. You just go and put those flyers everywhere. Hey, copycat. Have you seen this person? Copycat. And then when you call your energy, it all comes back to the source. And then floods come in and start. Winds come through. The very air you breathe works against you and just blows that flyer off the pole. Simple enough. I can't do anything about that. Thank you, Spirit. Right? And we told them that. They just don't listen. No, they want to block you and continue doing on with what they feel is the right thing to do with energy that affects them in ways they don't understand. Okay, great. I don't have time to explain it to them again. It's just what it is. Life's too short. Life's too short to explain yourself over and over and over again to half-wits that don't care. Now they care, and that's fine. They'll have to figure it out. They'll have to come into union with the divine, let their soul guide them out of their situation. I can't do anything about that. Thank you, Spirit. Confirmation. It's just what it is. Will they be paranormally? Did they go up against a paranormal INFJ? Yes. Do paranormal experiences come for half-wits like that? Yes. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't do anything about what I agree with these. It's what it is. My guides, it's just what it is. Do you know what scares my guides more than anything else? Me. Simple enough. We got a job to do. That's what it is. Just like they have karmic lessons to learn over the next years, we still have a job to do. What is that job? Well, since we couldn't get bound to the devil and the karmics did, I can't do anything about that. So all the devil knows how to do is bind, rob, and destroy. And by incarnating on earth and going through and illuminating that fact, finding them all, basically they're bound to the karmic wheel. I can't do anything about that. Thank you, spirits. Just another incarnation or two or three. Depends. It's an 8-year cycle. Depends on how much they can get done in 8 years. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. Most people do 8 hours a day. It's just what it is. They have a whole 8 years to figure it out. Why keep shining and moving the fuck on, setting boundaries away from those people? It's just what it is. Thank you, Spirit. I mean, when you have multiple readers telling you the Earth Angel completed an 8-year cycle and now what comes around goes around, it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Oh, he set us up. No. You set yourself up. Thank you, Spirit. You set yourself up for karma. That's what karmics do. They get karma and then have to learn karmic lessons. And, oh, why is this happening to me? Well, because you're a karmic learning karmic lessons. Over and over and over and over and over. You do. You want eternal life on earth? God gave it to you. It's just what it is. You'll never ascend. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about people that choose to stay on a fucking prison planet. It's what it is. Oh, didn't we just have Temperance in the Upside Down as the focus card yesterday? Look at all those cards in the deck. We got Temperance focused in the upside down position once again today. Look at that. Congratulations. What are the intentions, Spirit? Ooh, the 10 of Spokes, completion. Got to get on that skateboard and ride. Wasn't that in the cards yesterday as well? Got to get on that skateboard and ride? That's their intentions. Got to get on the skateboard and ride. You can go back to the Stranger Things reading from yesterday. We started off with Temperance in the Upside Down, and one of the cards told you you're going to have to get on that skateboard and learn how to ride that shit. It's what it is. Not every skater knows how to ride a skateboard. They put on the outfit, they wear the clothes, they listen to Avril Lavigne. I'm just a skater boy. It's what it is. I can't do it. It doesn't fucking make you a trickster. Ooh, the 2 of Dice, Merlin. And that's what it is. I can't do anything about Assassin's Creed. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about the duality of rolling the dice. You win some, you lose some. It's just what it is. What do we need to remember? Ooh, the Queen of Strands. Now, she comes out quite a lot, too, in these readings. It's just what it is. Wanting to cloak themselves in star energy. It's just what it is. I would assume she puts out in the upside down position. It's just what that's how they get the stage time. It's just what it is. That's how they control the narrative. That's how warlocks control the narrative with their wand. It's what it is. I understand. And as I get a confirmation that fucking proves that. Thank you for that. Yeah, they try to hex bind. They get you the first testament of the Illuminatium. That's what it is. 6 corporations rule the world for you to rise to a degree of power so that you don't arise to a higher degree of power. They save your secrets. They document everything you text, everything you type. They use AI, all that shit. They document it, and then they try to shame you. Guess what? They weren't expecting God to step in. Shame some God. It's what it is. We've done everything. We've crossed every gate imaginable. It's what it is. It's how we learn. Knight of Dice is in the upside down. You will be experienced. It's what it is. I mean, you got to think with that energy in the cards of them wanting to use mental magic so that we would forget. Now they will forget. It's like the flashy thingy. It's just like the flashy thingy from Men in Black. You tried to use mental magic so that we would forget. Now you forget. Simple enough. Simple enough. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Their chaos magic backfiring. Now they will be in chaos. I can't do anything about that. Unalive magic. I hope they make it. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about them fucking around and finding out. I can't do anything about people that fuck around and find out. It's just what it is. They fucked around and found out. Okay, good. We want to watch their karma. Pisces, you will witness their karma. Well, yes, I understand that, tarot reader, because they fucked around and found out. Oh, but he's so cold. No. He's still alive. There's a difference. There's a difference between being cold, callous, and still the fuck alive. I'm warm, baby. Temperance in the upside down position. You may have recently taken on a project or started a new relationship and found yourself devoting a disproportionate amount of time to nurturing it, leaving other areas of your life neglected. When temperance is upside down, it's encouraging you to restore balance in your life, including self-care. That's what I'm going to dub it as I've heard of the Scotch glow, but when you're dealing with Pisces, Sun, Water, Leo, Rising Fire, Gemini, Moonshine, it's the Scotch glow. It's just what it is. basking in the Scott glow. Moving forward. Pisces is basking in divine love and they don't like his spiritual protection. Great. Why aren't they basking in divine love and why don't they have any fucking spiritual protection? It's a simple question. Oh, I don't have any spiritual protection. God rejected you. Rejection is God's protection. God don't want fucking nothing to do with you. As sad as that is to say. And all they have to do is go, oh my God, why has God forsaken me? That's why. That's how you end up like this guy. That's how you end up like that guy. I guess we ought to turn to the fucking page first, huh? That's scoops, not spokes. Where do we at? Scoops. I went to the 10 scoops. We need spokes. 10 of spokes. 10 of spokes in the upright position. This card is a party at its best. Like the wheels they are attracted to. Attached to. I'm sorry, it says attached, not attracted. The card is the party at its best. Like the wheels they are attached to, the 10 of spokes symbolizes a full circle, completion, and wholeness. Your relationships are in a wonderful place, holding you in a sphere of love. Hey, how about that sphere of love? When this card appears, it's asking you to reflect gratefully on what you have. Tell the people in your life how much they mean to you, showering them with time and attention. That's what it is. I mean, a lot of people think they know the INFJ, and the INFJ knows a lot of people. We're human lie detectors, so we can fucking read you like a book just like that. Anyway, a lot of people think they know the INFJ, and the INFJ does know like a lot of people. But we like to keep our circle small and the less bullshit. The smaller your circle, the less bullshit, and we generally find out that we're by ourselves. And it's what it is. And I mean, to make that statement, all they have to do is go, oh man, I am full of shit half of the day. If you're full of shit half of the day, well, that's half of a day that you're just full of shit. We're not dealing with it. I don't even want a half a day of full of shit around me. Sorry. Especially not with karmics going through an 8-year cycle. You know they're hating this. And it's what it is. I'm not responsible for what people like or dislike or any of that shit. It's not my fucking job. It's funny, we knew the truth was going to come out sooner or later. Is it going to have people in a shitty position? Well, yeah, they tried to unalive an Earth Angel, and I'm just looking for that Earth Angel. So that's more important. The indestructible fucking Harry Potter of Earth Angels. That's just way more important. That's way more important than a fucking group stuck in an 8-year karmic cycle. It was by design. It was by design. 2 of dice. That's what it is. And you know, if this shit is under investigation, you know they're in the background going, this fucking motherfucker here. It's just what it is. I'm that guy. I am that guy. What's the difference between me and you? I'm trying to be studied and investigated forever. My abilities grow every day. Ooh, with great fucking. That's what it is. We're going for Iron Man. I'm not going for that little shit. I'm going for being able to stand in front of the military with a whole fucking mountainside blowing up behind me. Have you seen Dexter? Have you seen Camp Mystic? When the INFJ prediction finally happens after no one believing them. That's why they make memes like that. It's just what it is. What did we learn? When we open our mouths, we're 10 steps ahead of you. And that is, I'm saying that in the most nice, the introverted intuitive has a 4-car model. A psychic is driving a chick that's not going to ask for fucking answers. Liquid metal feminine intuition's driving the vehicle. That's what it is. With a guy sitting in the passenger seat that ain't going to say nothing to. I'm not going to distract the psychic. Holy shit, she will lose her skadoodles. She'll make a wrong turn, and then I get thrown out of the car. And then the INFJ car model has a 3-year-old behind the psychic, kicking the seat. Don't miss the turn. I got a potty. That's what it is. Study your 4-car model. You'll have more fun with that shit than anything else. It's who's driving your car, your 4 cognitive functions. That's what it is. Break down your MBTI. See what kind of 4 letters you are besides you want to be a smart 4 letters, not a dumb fuck 4 letters. 2 of dice in the upright position. Sweet. I'm telling you, you figure out who's driving your car, you'll never drive your car the same way again. 2 of dice in the upright. Friends don't lie, but sometimes they do. The 2 of dice finds you at a crossroads with a relationship. You may be feeling that you aren't being valued, or you may have discovered dishonesty. If you want to preserve the relationship, it's going to require a saving role to increase communication. Otherwise, it's time to abandon the quest. That's what it is. I mean, confirmation. Yeah, silence. Silence is golden. When you have that energy in the cards of failure to sacrifice an earth angel, that's a pretty strong energy. And we do. We want to find those earth angels. We want to find those healers that they couldn't take out. Especially if they're, surviving unalive magic and all that fun stuff. And it's what it is. It comes with the territory. If you're going to open up an intuitive business, it comes with the territory. You're going to have to deal with trigger demons. The light triggers their demons. So it's what it is. And if you know that you're going to have to deal with demons, it's just what it is. You just attract them in like a bug zapper. That's what it is. Kickstart their karma and keep it moving. The Queen of Strands. The Queen of Strands. And it's what it is. And I mean, when you know that a group was harvesting starseed energy, dipping into our Akashic records, trying to block our crown activation, trying to, cloud our intuition or affect our discernment. If you know that groups were doing all that and now they're going to be going into an 8-year cycle, they're going to be mad about that. And it's just what it is. We're all a little mad here. We could always take the Mad Hatter and the Queen of Hearts approach to it and off with their head. But we've already lived that lifetime. Confirmation, Daisy. We've already lived that lifetime. No. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. That's what it is. Past lives, we put heads on sticks. This lifetime, we're letting God use the whole tree. Simple enough. With Dexter, that's even funner. That's more gooder. The Queen of Strands in the upside down position. Have you been channeling Nancy's popularity, attending parties and events nonstop? The upside down queen is begging you for a night off. Your social stamina is depleted, and you may be pushing past your boundaries. Out of a sense of commitment, pay attention to your needs and take a break. That's what it is. And I mean, if you've got these women trying to cloak themselves in the unicorn's energy for clout, and it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. The 8-year cycle, I wish them the best of luck. It's just what it is. Because I mean, now that we have UFO disclosure at the White House with war angels and shit in the cards, one of the mediums tonight picking up a vision that matched perfectly with the energy that's in the cards. It's just what it is. Expect the unexpected has taken an all new high. I hear they went after a starseed. That's the fucking cosmic gate key holder. It's just what it is. We're just going to open the cosmic gate. Let the flood waters in. Knight of Dice. The Knight of Dice. Can't do anything about that. It's just what it is. God is in control. And yes, that whole aspect of the Eye of Ra activation and balancing the masculine and feminine energies, it's basically like the inner soul journey, balancing the alchemical process of balancing fire and water. Have you ever tried to burn fire and water? It's just what it is. It's not very easy to do, and it's certainly not duplicatable. And I mean, when you're talking about the Holy Ghost aspect of that, I mean, It's just what it is. I can't do anything about being a conglomerations of atoms in full bliss and blessed to be. It's just what it is. The Knight of Dice. Knight of Dice. Do, 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 do. The first is always the last. Aries, Mercury, Venus is the god's morning star. That would be God. That would be the 316, God's only begotten sun drop in a Scott. It's just a raw sun drop in a Scott. Oh, great Scott, beam me up, Scotty. Holy shit. The Knight of Dice in the upside down position to explore. Lacking focus and the willpower to remain committed to a single task. The upside down Knight represents a disconnect from your goals. You may be feeling scattered, jumping from project to project, and find that you're wearing yourself out by trying to keep up. Take a break, examine what's unfinished, and approach your plan with fresh eyes. And I would approach your plan with fresh eyes. What I would do is just take an 8 and turn that shit sideways. And hey, look at me. I'm walking around in an 8-year cycle. What do you think of that? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. Why I'm calling my energy back and reverse aging, because it's what it is. I mean, she picked that shit up last night. I was shocked. Amazing abilities you have. However, the fact that it was seen in real time by a client, you can't be telling your collective about my confidential sessions. It's just what it is. However, comes with the territory. So, and I don't think they would mind. I think they would actually be flattered, to be totally honest, because no one knows who it is. But when you're experiencing past, present, and future possibilities simultaneously in an energetic fashion, it causes people's minds to play tricks on them, especially their eyes. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. When you're on your path, you reverse age. Okay, great. They've harvested so much energy off of me. I'm constantly calling it back. Okay, great. So I'm constantly calling energy back, setting my light orb of Olay to constantly be fueling me with energy all day long. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Did they harvest my energy? Yeah, cool. Who are they? I don't know who they are. I don't know where that energy is coming from. I've got tarot readers talking about whole groups have been living off your energy. Well, they can't live off that shit anymore. I'm calling it back. So what it is. Who are these people? So what it is. I don't know who they are. Chances are patience is needed, and we'll find out sooner or later, but it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I'm just going off of what a tarot reader says. Nobody believes that shit anyways, for entertainment purposes only. Simple enough. Simple enough. I'm not going to be responsible for someone's love, light, health, wealth, or abundance, even though they harvested that off of me. How am I supposed to be responsible for someone else's love, light, health, wealth, and abundance? They're responsible for their own love, light, health, wealth, and abundance. And when you have an entire waterfall of energy coming back enough to light you up, it's just what it is. You want to draw in more. I know people they're doing the money grab and the land grab. I'm doing the power grab. I'm calling my power back. That's what it is. And I mean, if anyone has a problem with that, they're more than welcome to call. It is a recorded phone call for training purposes only, so we can discuss that shit. Other than that, it's just what it is. There's not much you can do about it. Generate your own light for the next 8-year cycle. That's what it is. However, I'm pretty much convinced that energy vampires don't see their reflection in the INFJ mirror and just think that they can fucking be energy vampires, leeches, a corrupt group of parasites, whatever you want to call it. But what they don't realize is that mirror that all of the little parasites came into can call that energy back from all of them at one time. And I can't do anything about that. Right? It's what the tarot readers say, and hell, I've been trying to figure out where all this extra energy is coming back from. So they must be right. They must be right. However, you can go argue with them and hearing them trying to control the narrative and make it look like something other than what the fuck it is. Cool. Well, then they're more than welcome to call me on a recorded line and let's discuss that shit. So they got 8 full years to figure it out, just like I had to. So it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. Expect more weird shit happening from whatever djinn they cast. It fucking bounces off of me. Whatever these people are talking about. The tarot readers, they know it all. They know it all. It's just what it is. When they talk about an earth angel, it's generally because they're fucking not one. So that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I just can't do anything about that. Patience is certainly needed. Anyway, namaste.